Hey everyone, it's Meteorologist Jim Caldwell here in the Alert Center tracking some showers, thunderstorms, and a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up while I was standing here during that countdown. So let's get right to that and then we'll talk about everything else. All right, severe thunderstorm warning now out for Breathitt, Lee, Magoffin, Morgan, Owsley, and Wolfe counties. That is a severe thunderstorm issued for winds up to around 60 miles per hour, and there could be some decent sized hail in it. So far, we've had a lot of pea-sized or even penny-sized hail producers so far today, and I don't expect anything more than that, really, with that particular setup, but it's about the wind. So you can see how it's been sweeping in across a bunch of central and eastern Kentucky counties here over the last little bit. And that's where we are. It's that line that we're watching right here. You see it? You see that line of thunderstorms? That is our big area of concern right now. It's what's causing any issues that we might have here in our area over the next little bit. So just be prepared for the potential of some stronger thunderstorms moving across central and eastern portions of Kentucky at any given moment here the next little bit. That's what I find most pressing here the next several hours. Now you look in and around central portions of Kentucky, that rain has started to move out, but that line and that wind advisory continues. The wind advisory is for just in between storms, doesn't necessarily have to be a storm. Wind gusts are going to push 40 miles per hour at times, and that's what our projected scale is. There's the marginal risk of severe weather. That's a level 1. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the busiest level 1 marginal risk I've seen in a while, because we've had at least 3 to maybe 5 warnings out of this so far. And there's a very low wind, and I mean this low wind tornadic risk out there. It's because the way this low is spinning to our north, you've got the right dynamics to spin some of these thunderstorms. We've got a quick change in wind direction and wind speed, and that can spin some of these. So that's an issue. Wind gusts, look at these. I mean, they're piling on 30 plus miles per hour in some cases. So that's fitting right into our wind advisory counties. And notice the numbers stay up the rest of the day, even after we change from this nice 50-degree air mass that we have out there now. When we get colder, it's really going to feel it. All right, let's break this down. Rest of the day, showers, scattered thunderstorm. Then we get to the nighttime. There's 1:30. Hello, 2025. We're ringing in the new year, and if you're still up at 1:30, you are one tough cat. I'll tell you that. We've got snow showers that streak through the skies for a while tomorrow. Now, this particular model is really aggressive on those. Now, eventually they die out. We get into Thursday, more moisture starts showing up just to our west. That's our next weather maker for Friday. That Friday system could bring a light snowfall. And when I say light, I mean an inch or so. And I'll go ahead and show you one of the projections from the GFS. Now, this is in the process of updating. As I'm standing here talking to you, it's updating. So we'll get some new numbers on this soon. But an inch or so, that's enough to be a pain in the butt. That's what that is right there. There's just enough snow out there for that as we get into your Saturday forecast period. Now, let's look ahead. This is what you're finding all over the place with Billy Bob's super duper mega Doppler radar weather page on TikTok and here on Facebook and on YouTube. This is the storm right here. Now, first thing I want you to notice is the wording depends on the track of the low. See, that's what a lot of people won't tell you. They won't say, hey, there are a lot of scenarios for this. There are a lot of scenarios for this. That's what I'm telling you. I'm going to show you one right after this. But a battle zone's likely to set up across Kentucky, meaning rain, snow, freezing rain, sleet are all going to be possible right now. That's just the way it looks as of this moment. The data is showing that. So the system itself looks like this. It is, in fact, winter storm potential. It is going to be a winter storm, but who does it impact most? Who does it bring the wintry weather to? Well, at this point, this is based off of the European model. And the only reason I'm using this is because the GFS is in between runs. But you see a good period of snow. This is early in the day on Sunday. This has got a quicker resolution. It really tries to get the snow flowing earlier in the day than some of the other models. Well, notice what's happening. You're getting that pink line. That pink is that wintry mix. So you're getting maybe some freezing rain, some sleet, or maybe just plain old rain, snow. Now, a lot of the indicators out there have suggested maybe some ice accumulation could try to show up across Kentucky. Well, this is showing you some rain too. That's how warm it could get. As the low pulls away Monday with this run, it goes back to snow for an extended period of time. And those are some heavy bands of snow that could develop. This would put some snow on the ground. No doubt about that. But how much and who gets what, that is the big question for most of us. What would we end up tracking with that particular setup? Now, that is my biggest concern as we check this thing out. All right, so you get to the backside of it and you end up with some more flakes possibly flying in our area. So at least for a brief moment in time, that's what you get. All right, let me jump to the next graphic. This is the freshly updated GFS, and the freshly updated GFS has taken the track from just to our north back to our south. Now, I'm not throwing any numbers out there. What this is a lot of snow. I can tell you that right now. This is taking a colder resolution and it's pushing a better band of snow across most of southern and eastern Kentucky with lighter totals. Now, let me show you what we just watched. This is the European. Now look at it. It's got that heavy band essentially along Interstate 64 to the north, and then it tapers off. So this is why you don't look at one model run and say, all right, this is what's going to happen, everybody. We're going to get 20 inches of snow, and you say that a week or two out. No, you can't do that because it's irresponsible, and it's usually wrong. So here's what I'm going to tell you. Over the next few days, you're going to hear a lot of chatter, and I'm going to have a lot of chatter myself. I'm going to try to keep you right on the perfect track, which is not going overboard with it. Not yet. Now, could this be a big time deal? Yes. Could this produce a period of icing, so freezing rain? Yes. Could it be mainly rain for some? Yes. What I have to do, and our weather team has to do over the next few days, is assess it, line it up, and get the correct information out there, because we're predicting the future, okay? That's what we're doing. We're trying to predict the future. This system that's going to bring this is way out in the Pacific Ocean right now. It's got a lot of miles to travel. All the data suggests it makes a run right here. So, what do? Let's not worry too much right this minute because we've got a few days. But when it's time to start worrying, and it's time for the, excuse me for saying this, when it's time for the bread and milk, we'll let you know. We won't get you too hyped up over it, okay? I appreciate you stopping by, giving us a few minutes of your time. We're going to be back on television here in about 15 minutes or so for WKYT News at noon. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you till the new year gets here, so Happy New Year to all of you. See ya.